All right, here we go. Hopefully you can hear me. And you can leave comments, William, like we struggled with last time. No, we got it. All right, we're good. I think we're good. I like the angle of the camera and the tunes that I've got going, so there we go. Just want to get my sign in there, get my duck in there. It's not perfectly straight, but that's okay. Straight enough, I guess. Okay, so we are about to hit 500 subscribers on YouTube, which is really, really exciting. So I thought that it would be fun, since I had just kind of let this go by the wayside for a bit, to cut my Sunday afternoon in half and spend the first half of it trying to finish this up. There was just a few more things I wanted to do. And I don't know, it'll probably take the rest of the day, but like, let's just pretend that it's not going to take the rest of the day. So yeah, the goal is to maybe like add in a little bit of like a shadow here, which I'm actually terrified to do. My husband and I sort of talked about it, and I'm going to try to do something like that. Sorry, I got my chapstick because it's so cold and windy out. The air is so dry today. And so some of the other things, I feel like this is choking me, that I want to do besides that little shadow. I don't know how I feel about signing it with a paintbrush. I write all my signatures, so I may have to get like an oil paint pen to sign it. But a little bit more, like some areas still look a little flat to me, and I've got a few touch-ups. So I don't want to do a ton more, because basically we want to, put it to bed and move on to the next one, because there's other assignments that are open to me if I want to do them. So I can't say I love the oil painting. Actually, I can say, yeah, I'm gonna do the shadow, I guess, because why not? So most of the paint on this palette is dry, and I was gonna maybe scrape it before. You can't see my palette in this particular live stream because I wanted to get close and like use the camera on the back of the phone and see how that worked for a live stream. So I've been doing it for the overhead, and because I can see myself in the iPad, it was really smart to say use the iPad as the comments pad, because I can see the picture really clearly and I don't need to know what's going on the other side of the phone. So anyways, yeah, there's just a few spots that maybe I would mess with. I'm not looking to do a ton, but I went to scrape this off and there was some that was still wet, and I was like, whatever, I'll just go with it. So I have a towel here so I don't like destroy my skirt. So if nobody comes to the live stream, I don't blame them, because it's like, oh, so if I use the other side of the phone though, then my sign is backwards. You know what, William? I was thinking about that. I was thinking about how I need to make this be able to be reversible depending upon which side of the phone I was using. That's funny. I didn't think about that. So really, it wouldn't totally matter if I angled it like away from the sign, but give you more bird. Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's okay. I like using this side of the camera anyway, so that just means I need to reprint those, and we can do that later. That's not a moment thing. Yeah, it has been parked for a while. You're right. So unfortunately, it has been parked for a while, and so now I've got to get back into it. So I don't know. I don't know if I love this, because now you can't see me at all, and I'm not sure if I'm necessary to see in this, but we'll maybe a little bit there. We will do like a half and half, a sacrifice here. I wanted to get the camera closer this time than I've been doing it, because usually it's kind of zoomed back, I think. I don't recall exactly. Anyways, yeah, so we're going for the shadow here, and what I also kind of want to do, I don't know. What I kind of want to do is like get some of these a little bit different, so that there's like this just looks kind of flattish to me. Now in the picture, it's weird because like they get greener the further you go back, and they're like darker in the front. So I don't know if I can actually get it to do that, but I am definitely necessary. Okay. Well, I don't know if there's not enough of me. You'll have to tell me because I'm gonna try to stay off camera as much as I can these days. Because as you know, I have extreme anxiety for being on a camera, so it's not my favorite thing. All right. So because so many of these paints are crusty, I gave myself ample time to sit here this afternoon because I knew I would like have to squirt out new paints and stuff, which is fine. I'm in this tight squeeze though. I'm still advocating for us to be moving, like inhabiting the next door room. Oh, thank you so much, Sarah Thomas. I really appreciate that. Um, I'm all for expanding the studio, and I'm just gonna, repeat that that we would do better if the studio was bigger. That's what I need. I don't have enough room. Okay, this got like crusty and the you know what I don't have enough of right here is like rags. That's probably where I'm a little shy, but that's okay. I'm just gonna smooge it on the palette. In fact, get the palette maybe up on my lap so at least you can see that, right? Okay, and then it will be closer to me. And by the time I go to bed tonight, I'll be covered head to toe in all these colors, probably. Yeah, this is like interesting. We're gonna avoid this little pile of throwaway paint because it has like metal shards in it from the metal shards from the tube. This tube must be 100 years old. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's leaching out lead paint. I'm pretty sure it is lead paint. I don't know. Anyways, there's some purple we're gonna put out. And what else looks good? I'm kind of throwing away now the ladies like required whatever for colors because now I just want to go in and like do some of my own thing. I was trying really hard to be very adherent to her technique, and now I realize like why when I teach watercolors, my students kind of will like kind of listen to me but kind of do their own thing because sometimes they can just be more effective. Wow, I don't know if this one was open in a long time or ever before. Okay. It's Venetian red. It's maybe a little more rusty, but I think it is good. I'm gonna try it. But anyways, I feel like what hung me up with this course especially was like feeling like, well, I can't do anything my own way at all. I have to like forego my entire creative personality up through this point in time and act like a baby and act not like a baby, but like act like I've never heard any of this information and just start from scratch, which is really what I tried to do. But it hung me up because there were times when other things would have been more natural. And I think I would have progressed a little more quickly if I just went with, stuff I know. All right, so I'm kind of going with a bunch of different warm opaques, apparently. But I've got some Venetian red and this is deep brilliant red. I'm not even sure if that's a color in other companies. Oh, this is Liquitex. So yeah, this is an old tube of Liquitex. It's like crusty on the top there, which is bizarre. Okay. I want to grab like a yellow, maybe. There was an orange I had that was fabulous. I need to find that. That's what I was using for this. Cadmium barium red light. I don't know if that was it or not. Maybe. Vermilion. I feel like that was it. I'm gonna grab some of that. This palette is like completely trashed at this point, but that's okay. As far as the shadow is concerned, like I know how to mix colors really well, but then she took away my ability to mix colors by saying, oh, you can't mix this color with that color and you can't mix this with that. You can only mix this with that. The problem is like her instinct is about like the warm and cool thing. My instinct is about which colors work well and like how to mix colors. So I feel like I tried to throw away everything I knew in order to like do the course, but it kind of messed with me because some of what I know is actually valid to some degree. Maybe not all of it. All right, I'm just throwing down all the colors. Like I'm trying to get a little bit of blue, red, yellow, orange, little purple I put up there. Just trying to get a little variety. And I want to get a little bit of green if I've got one that I can open. Some of these are so old. Oh my gosh, it's kind of crazy actually. In 1976, so that's insane. Ooh, that is some bright green. We could try it though. Yeah, and I don't like laying out the palette quite the way she does, and so like that was a little disorienting to me as well. I might put out 2 greens because that is like a neon. This one seems like it's a little bit more neutral. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna do those 2 greens, I guess. Whoops, a daisy. All right, so the goal is how quickly can I get this guy wrapped up and signed? Can I do? I want to try to do it today. I don't want to spend a whole lot more time on him. Oh, I'm gonna pull out this color, which I had some of, but ooh, there's some in there still. Some of these little piles of paint that I haven't come back to in a few weeks are actually legitimately still wet with wet paint inside. So instead of wasting it, I'm just gonna like literally squeeze it out of the little piles and use it. Okay. Most of the stuff I need to do is only in the foreground. So really the warm opaques are really fine for this. So, because really what I want to work on is him, and he's pretty much almost the closest thing to us, except for like the little shadow part. So I can pretty much stick with the worms and be good, because the rest, even though he like this part, we want to like maybe make that a little cooler toned. For the most part, I think the warm opaques, I may throw out a little bit of the blue and the green because I was using those quite a bit. Does it look fuzzy to you, William? It almost looks fuzzy to me on the iPad. I'm hoping it's not. That would like annoy me to no end. I also feel like I could use another cool green, but maybe there's just not a lot of them. Let's try this horizon blue as well, which is supposedly a cool. Maybe? Maybe a little bit. I don't know. Put a little bit out. Oh, now it's like degrading terribly. So I bet our connection is awful. So I'm wondering if when Spectrum ups the ante, if, wow, I don't like that at all. That's disappointing. I want to just make sure my phone isn't acting bizarre. No, it's not. Oh, I lost my towel doing that. You lost your towel, girl. Put this down or I'm going to get paint all over myself for sure. For sure. Oh, that is terrible. I may have to restart this. That would be disappointing. The last couple of live streams I have not been able to pull off because of this connection issue we're having, which they're supposed to be improving, and it doesn't make sense. Like, we pay for connection everywhere, and there's never any connection when we're driving around, and we pay for Wi-Fi at home, and we barely can connect at home. It's obnoxious. It's hundreds of dollars a month for stuff that doesn't work. It's so obscene. So anyways, don't mean to complain, but I think I'm going to have to start this over. It's pixelated on my end, and I can't tell if it is on your end because you're not responding. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. There was some of this green left I can maybe push out, or is that red? Oh, that's a red. Okay. All right. The connection issues are also like super stressful to me. I can't stand that. All right, sorry, I was squeezing out some white paint. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should try this all over again. And I probably need to plug in the iPad where I won't be able to keep the comments going. I'm hoping I can flip it around the other way and it work. but like it does. All right, so I need to get an iPad cord. Hey there, can you tell me if it looks very pixelated on your phone? Because I know you're not really looking at it, but I made a comment that it looks really bad on the iPad. So can you just tell me how it looks on your phone? Sorry, I know you're doing stuff down there and I appreciate that, but I just need you to let me know if you can see what I'm doing. It looks a little clearer on the iPad now, but it was really pixelated there for a few minutes. Like it was going, like we were losing signal maybe. So, oh, thank you so much, Love Blue 123. So yeah, if it looks pixelated, I'm really sorry. I asked my husband to let me know how it looks on his end, but I don't know. It does look pixelated. Oh, that's a bummer. I hate to shut it off on the people who happen to be watching, but unfortunately, let me know if it clears up. We'll try for a few more minutes and just see if the signal degradation passes. Okay. Oh, there's some of that green coming out. Well, it's supposed to be a duck, a mallard duck, but unfortunately, first of all, I'm not an oil painter, and second of all, our signal is terrible right now. So I'm not even sure I should be trying to live stream because it's horrible. I might just have to paint without companions, which I'd hate to do. I'm just a big fan of having friends come and hang out, or maybe you can give me some critique that will help me to stop sucking at this. That could be another option. So, anyways. Oh, it looks fine. It's not pixely? Okay. Interesting. Our signal where we live is horrible, horrible, horrible. It's the worst. So, sometimes you don't know. We lose power, we lose signal, we lose all forms of communication all the time. It's annoying. Okay. Well, I appreciate your input. I'm just trying to give this duck a little bit of life and maybe finish him up today. It'd be like so cool because like I'm saying we may have poor enough signal where you and I see it as pixely, but nobody else does, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Looks
razor sharp on your phone.
Yeah, we'll kind of go with it. Kind of looks like a duck with fruit on its back. I know his feathers are wicked bright. So here's the reference photo. And maybe my colors are a little more punched up than the reference photo. It's also just a computer print off, so it's not that great quality. But anyways, yeah, who knows? It could be AI generated. It was just given to me for this assignment. I'm trying to learn oil painting at the ripe old age of 50 here, and I'm not an oil painter. I'm a watercolorist. But I thought it would be fun to learn how to paint a new way. You know, I don't know. I think like as an artist, there's like this mad respect we all have for like oil painters because it's hard. It's a hard skill to learn. And I don't like how flat his feathers look. And so I think to wrap him up on this final painting session, what I want to do is actually add some personality to him because he's flat and I don't really love that about him. I want to like have some actual like Jenny personality and he doesn't. So it was fussy and I don't want to be fussy with him anymore. Yeah, and like my iPad says I have 3 people, but when I looked at my phone, it said like 20 people. So I was like, what?
Yeah, I got 3 people.
Okay, I was like scared for a minute because I'm like, am I missing something here? Yeah.
So yeah, the clarity on the picture is not that great.
Oh man. Wouldn't you know that would be the case, of course. And I'm telling you, it's all Spectrum. And I hate to talk bad about them, but seriously, Spectrum. Like, we pay so much money. And I know we live out in the sticks, but like that's we can't really help it. Like that's
Yeah, we have a wired connection from them. So
I know. So right. It shouldn't matter. Shouldn't matter at all. I don't know. Very annoying at times, but I want to get like more painterly like marks on this guy, you know?
Yeah.
What do you feel? You like that? I do.
I think it's a great idea. I don't know if reloading the live stream would fix this issue or not, but it usually doesn't look like this. It usually looks pretty clear.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the other day when I reloaded it, it actually it came back together. So I don't know. Do that. How about this? I will stay on the live stream while I have somebody here.
Okay.
And then if the room empties, then we can always reevaluate.
Yeah.
You know?
All right. Well, if you end up reloading it, I'll be listening. So.
Okay. I was talking, saying like, "Hey, something looks wrong," and you were like, "Doo doo doo."
I mean, you have that right there, so you can see what that looks
yeah,
like. Oh, all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, so you know what it's looking like.
Yeah. So, anyways, I'm like, I'm not loving these blacks. We're gonna do them a little more purpley just for fun.
Yeah, sorry, you don't need me to show you what it looks like. You got it right there.
Well, I was curious to know, like, for you, what was it doing?
Yeah, it looks exactly the same as what you're looking at.
Okay. Jerk, Spectrum. It's still Spectrum's fault because at the end of the day, they're the people we get our signal from. So, because I was trying to live stream the other day and the same thing was happening.
Oh, really?
Yep.
It is. It's so clear on your phone. It's literally like razor sharp.
I know, right? Yeah. Which makes it hard for me to see what I'm painting. My favorite animal is probably a cat. I think cats are just, I know, if you don't like cats, you're going to think I'm an idiot. But if you like cats, like, I've always had cats and I like them because I just think that, like, I think dogs, I've had dogs and I have loved dogs, but I think they're like kind of perpetual toddlers. And I think cats are like perpetual teenagers. So as long as you sort of understand that dynamic going into the relationship with each one, then I think, but yeah, I'm definitely a cat person. Kind of like, I like their attitude problem probably more than anything. Yeah, you know me, William. I got the attitude. Look at how this purple is making this beautiful. I said I was going to paint instinctively today instead of according to her lesson plan, and it's already paying off. Look at that. Look at that. See, I just needed to give him a few days to gestate and percolate the space, and then like, right. and then I could come back and give
permission also to do
other things, right?
Yeah. Maybe put your own technique into it.
Oh yeah, to pull myself into it, and like I don't have to do it exactly the way that she said. Oh, this is the way you have to paint. It's because she's like kind of insulting. Oh, you like dogs better? You know what? Dogs are amazing. They are. They really can be like children, and that's the problem with cats, right? Because cats are like, they got their attitude, and they are not really interested in being less necessarily like the companion that a dog is totally made to be, because they really are. And so cats can just be like, yeah, I don't care that you're having a bad day. Although I've had cats that genuinely seem to understand that I'm not well and try to be consoling. But yeah, I think as far as like reliable companion, I would say dog all day long. That's why I call cats teenagers, because like a teenager is never going to be like a reliable companion for anybody, because depending upon the day and the situation, that's what they've got available for you. I love the purple going into this. Oh, your favorite animal is a horse. Okay, so, and horses I'm terrified of. I've worked at 2 horse tracks, believe it or not, and I was always terrified of them, but they are glorious animals. Oh my gosh. They're just incredible. But I was always terrified of them. But like, we were around like thoroughbred horses, and thoroughbred horses are like,
I think they're very intense.
Right. They're right. And they're kind of used to being accommodated I guess, is like the other part of it. Like they are really used to getting their way, and they're kind of raised to be like very excitable. Why? Because when it's time to run, they need to be able to just go, right? So it can be very skittish. Because I worked as an EMT at the track. So what would I have to deal with a lot, do you think? As an EMT at the track, William? If you were to guess. What would I have to get? I would get a lot of calls.
Probably people being injured by horses.
People getting thrown from the horse.
Oh, okay.
A horse throws somebody, then that's an automatic. EMTs have to be called. So yes, people getting thrown from the horses was a big one, because they were so easily spooked. Like a squirrel could run out in front of them, and wah! You know. So I always had mad respect, because I would like, the jockeys are so tiny, smaller than me. I'm 5 feet tall, and the jockeys I would be looking down to. And so it was just like always shocking to me that there would be a jockey who's tinier than me and this big thoroughbred on the end of like a rein, and the horse is like very like, like, yep, that's my guy, that's who's in charge. And I'm always thinking like it's probably by the seat of your pants that you're in charge of that horse, because that horse has no idea he's bigger than you. Maybe, I don't know.
Right.
Like, you're fortunate that horse doesn't know how big he is, right? How's the view look? Still fuzzy? Still not great? I love all this purple. This has done something to this guy. My duck riding lessons, and I was always just like, oh my gosh. I was always so terrified. Yeah, he needed this purple the whole time. I put out a whole bunch of paints, but this is what he needed. And I was gonna like be working on the shadow. That was what the plan was, but this purple though. And look at me using only one brush. That's amazing. I was having like 25 brushes going before. So today was the day for the duck. You felt it. I was like, I'm feeling like maybe the duck. And you're like, yeah, let's do it. Finish him up, wrap him up.
Yeah, Boo's wondering how you've been working on it.
I've sat down in maybe like 5 different sessions. I had like an underpainting, which was just like a monochromatic painting. And then I had a glaze layer, which was all transparent. And then I think I've had 2 or 3 opaque sessions since then. So I don't know, the total hours on it would maybe like 12-ish, maybe? Would you say? 15?
Yeah.
Something like that. More than it should, but less than some of my other paintings probably. Like my watercolors can take a really long time. Oh my gosh, those can just be obnoxious. I'm gonna add some of this into that. I feel like this was the dude's rug that pulled it all together. I clearly meant to blend that and I didn't. So that's actually funny to me too. Wow, that purple though.
Yeah.
I wish I could see it. That's why I have the iPad, so that I can see when I'm painting. And now it looks all terrible on the ad, so I can't even see what it looks like. Yeah, I just want this to be like, if I can't have, like, I'm not going to be a totally realistic painter. You know what I mean? It's not going to be hyper realistic. But if I can get it to be like bright with colors and that sort of thing, then that's also like a great thing.
Yeah. Agreed.
All right, I've kept you from your basement work for too long.
Oh, you can keep me from it all day, and then I'll never get it done.
Yeah, and so like you're supposed to be downstairs working on that, but I know it's challenging to do when there's an oil painting happening in front of him. So William like has a really hard time getting to do like some of the things that we just need to have done around the house, and then I'll just right. Yes. And so I'll say, oh, okay, well, like, I'll come help you. No. You should go work in the studio. No, I've got this. You go work in the studio. And then what will he idea. Or a jellyfish. I love that as well. And he won't go do the chores we need him to do. And I wouldn't sit here and paint. If like he wanted me to help him do stuff, oh my gosh, I would be more than happy to do it. Yep. Yep. All right. I've got a shadow color mixed up if that's encouraging to you. So I'm going to thin it up and hopefully maybe layer on as a little bit of a wash. That's the plan. Because it kind of looks like a wash on here. So, oh, that's a little bright or dark. Excuse me. That's what I meant. I'm going to have to, I like the idea of a fox. I'm going to have to erase that. That's not the right color. As soon as I put it on the blue, I was like, no. Hard pass. All right. Well, let's see where you got in the next like hour, okay? We'll reconvene. Maybe it needs to be lighter. Some of the colors, I don't know if I made the color or if I just squirted it out and that was the color it was. So I need to find that out. That one's kind of brighter than that one. Not by a ton, but a little bit. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Love Blue. That's awesome. I really am grateful. I've been trying to get to my little goal, my little baby goal of 500 subscribers by the end of March, and I was getting really close, but I was worried the last few days. I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I mean, it's only my own goal. Like, it's not a big deal. There's no boss telling me what to do, but it was my goal, so that's cool. I really appreciate that. I really do. All right, I'm gonna try this again. I didn't like when I added the blue to it. It was like too dark. It's still very dark. I don't know. I'm wondering, do I want to add maybe a little green? I don't know. That's such a weird thought. That color with green. Let's try it. Interesting. It looks right according to here, so I don't know. All right, it does look right. I'm going to erase the brown underneath though. That's just straight up mineral spirits. I have like a medium over here, which is kind of too far away from me, which is probably not smart, which is linseed oil and mineral spirits. But if I'm going to erase, I just want to do mineral spirits. Use my toothbrush, which is my scrubber. And then I can just erase, which is nice. Once the paint is dry, you definitely have some autonomy with it. All right, I'm kind of digging this weird tan brown green. I don't even know. Yeah, that looks about right actually for that. Interesting. It's like a shadow, but like a highlight. It's like a highlight shadow, both. So we're gonna try to add that in gently. It's not actually super dark. This is supposed to be like super blue compared, but I'm gonna do a little more gentle transition on the edge there, I think. I tried a harsh edge and I didn't like it, so. And I think it's supposed to like kind of come up and around here. Right up around here, like this. Kind of looks reflective-y, I guess. Yeah, all right. It's doing something here. It's doing something. I don't like that hard edge right there. It looks hideous, but we're dealing with it. We'll deal with it. All right, let's grab a tiny bit more. I don't want to go crazy. I like this sort of like wispy-ish effect I'm getting. So I'm just trying to keep it like, keeping it very light-handed. I don't want to go crazy. That could be enough. Hard to say because I can't see the picture very good. I'm so sorry. Oh, that is so nice. Oh, your name is Isabella? All right. Thank you. Thank you so much for telling me. If I forget, you may have to remind me because I am very sometimes forgetful of names, but thank you. It's so nice to meet you, by the way. Thank you for joining my live stream while I'm trying to finish up this duck. When I say he's been done in like 4 or 5 sessions, it's been over like a month's period of time though, because I'm not very good about sitting down and doing him because I'm not by like training, I guess you could say, or I don't know. I do watercolors mostly. So watercolors and acrylics. The idea of doing this guy has been a little intimidating to me. So I'm going to add a little bit of this here just so that there's a little repetition of color. But yeah, I'm mostly a watercolorist by historical count, I guess. Watercolorist and acrylic artist. Just put a little bit of in there. And he's so close to being done. So I thought, okay, well, instead of going on and continuing on in the watercolor that I feel safe painting, because I do, I'm not going to lie, I do. I will give this guy maybe the last finishing touches and call him done and like move on to the next thing, because it can be really easy for me to get kind of wrapped up and obsessed with something and be like, oh, it's never going to be done. But no, I'm trying to let things go a little bit. I can be obsessive easily. You can ask my hubby and he'll be like, oh yeah. I don't know what said hi means, but if it means you're saying hi, then we're saying hi back to you. So thank you so much for joining us and hanging out and talking. That's why I paint on the live stream, is because it can be intimidating for me to be on a live stream, but it helps me to tackle like hard painting spots where I'm struggling. And it's not even like people have necessarily advice. It's more like I get on here and start talking through, and then I'm like, oh yeah, and I start like solving the problems. So I'm kind of like talking sort of to myself, but not, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think that you're not being talked to. I just, it helps me to talk through my problems here a little bit. Painting therapy. How about like that? We can consider it that. You could send me a bill. Oh, that's not bad right there. That little highlight right there. That kind of works. That could be a thing for adding highlights to this. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Kind of paint highlights in the shadow, basically. Yeah, I kind of dig that. I don't think it needs to be really aggressive. I think a lighter touch is going to be a better move with this. And I like his chest better. There's like some of this bright vermilion right here, which I want to get at. I want to forget that. But while I have this color, is there any other area that maybe needs some of this? Just for like consistency and what I've got up there for colors. I don't want this color to be only in the front. Does that make sense? I want the color to be like a little bit more obvious throughout. It will look weird if it's like completely, excuse me. It will look weird if it's completely isolated in one area of the painting. So I don't want to do that. Although I like the effects I was getting, the painterly effects with the purple. I'm not sure I'm loving it with the green. It's not got the same thing going on. So, oops, I kind of went over the top there. Not sure I approve of that. Excuse me, I need my drink. Button says, say hi in live chat. Oh, that's cool. Oh, okay. That's funny. I didn't know. Thank you. You just enlightened me about something that I had no idea. I'm still pretty new to doing the live streams, actually. I've only started doing them in the last, I forgot I had Medium on there. That's why they were doing that. I only started doing the live streams really regularly, like what? Back in December or January, I can't remember, but I think it was maybe January. So I'm still pretty new to the live stream thing. Not even sure if I have anything worth live streaming, but it doesn't matter. It helps me make paintings, so even if it's not worth it for anyone else, it's worth it for me. Oh yeah, it said hi. All right, so there you go. Cool new feature that we didn't know. Yeah, I think even with this little bit that I've done now, I'm not exactly thrilled with how I kind of muddled that up there, but I'm gonna fix it right now. Yeah, the shadow William was way less crazy than I thought it was gonna be, actually. I'm gonna get up and look at my phone so I can see what it looks like, because yeah, for me the iPad is still kind of wonky, but yeah, maybe I just am using the wrong brush for this. This brush is actually already a little better than the other one was. Interesting. Yeah, and the brushes are all so different for oil painting too, which is a challenge. I'm not used to these brushes. They're so different than watercolor brushes. So different. Way too much paint on that one for some reason, and probably not enough on this one. All right, there we go. All right, sorry. I meant to do all this. Yeah, I meant to. That's exactly what I meant to do. He is sometimes in the live streams with me. He is always in the chat though, even if he is off at work. He will at least like hit play and be in the background hanging out. He loves to hang out and talk with, people, and if he's in the live stream, he'll tell funny elevator stories. He works as an elevator repair technician. And so if he's actually hanging out in the room with me, he will tell his latest interesting stories. He loves being in the live stream so much that sometimes we have a hard time getting him to do other chores because he so loves to be in the live stream. So, and it's funny because I get so nervous to be in the live stream, and he loves me being on the live stream. So he'll like really encourage me, and I'm like, I don't know. It makes me nervous to get on a live stream. And sometimes people can be weird. I mean, I'm not saying anybody has been weird here, but yeah.
Did you say join the live stream?
Oh, you're funny. See, as soon as he's able to join the live stream, he will. He will look at any excuse. I'm trying to squeeze paint out of these old paint like piles. Well, no, it's just I'm trying not to waste paint, and some of it's dried over, but there's like it makes a skin. And so the skin, if you break the skin, there's still wet paint inside of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like acrylics would just dry right through, but oils will take a long, long time to become solid mass. Oh yeah, for sure. But you can't soften the skin really. You just have to get around it.
Anyway, I was just being silly.
Oh yeah. That's cool. I like having you join and say hello even.
I love joining, but I'm getting back to work.
Well, thank you for stopping in.
All right.
Do we have any of those delicious Parmesan crisps nearby? I want a little bit more of this vermilion in here now. I don't know if this is the right brush for this though, because every time I go to a different spot on the painting, it seems the brush maybe isn't the right one. And this was working good for that, but it's not really working good for this. So I don't know. I gotta think about it for a minute here while I mix. I'll mix for a minute while I think. Sometimes I'm just like thinking, ooh, that's really bright. All right, maybe it doesn't need to be that bright. I do like how easy it is for the oils to kind of go over each other. actually kind of want like this to be a little more fiery because nothing will stand out better. Oh, thank you.
There's people that actually don't like it when the cheese on pizza starts to brown.
I don't like cheese on the pizza turning brown, okay? So,
like
but I love the Parmesan crisp. So my snacks today are green grapes and our made Parmesan crisps. And no, I don't like the cheese on my pizza being burnt at all, actually. I don't like it at all. But, so good. Thank you. Those are fantastic. I'm just seeing, is there anywhere else that needs like a little bit of an orange-ish highlight while I have this on the brush? That's why you have it. You might as well use it. I feel like I might have just activated too much of it. Whoops. I don't like that. Oh, you were getting your dog food? Oh, well, that's a good thing to do. And now I see why you're a dog person, because you have one. So of course you would be a dog person. And I don't blame you. We talk about getting a dog on like an occasional basis. I wouldn't say on a regular basis, but we talk about it on occasion. But my husband works a ton and I am just a busy person, and so we're always like and then we want to travel and I worry about that, so I don't know. We have talked about it. We've run across a few dogs in our lifetime that I've been like really very fond of, and kind of like thinking, gosh, that would be kind of fun, that would be just a nice addition to our existence. But I don't know. I would want to make sure we had like the ability to, give it all the attention it would need. We live in a good spot for a dog, that's for sure. Do I like that being a little brighter orange? I don't know if I do. I might need to rethink that. I don't know what your weather is, Isabella, but we have been trying to squeeze spring out for some time now, and my husband was like, hey, let's take a walk. And I opened the door and I was like, let's not. Let's just go in the studio. It is still so cold here. We are waiting for spring to please show up. Like any day now. Come on, dude, any day. All right. I am getting happier with this. I think that shadow in the front made a big difference, so I'm happy with that. Oh, nice. What kind of dog is it? Pembroke Welsh Corgi. Am I saying that right? I think I know what kind of dog you're talking about, though. And so I recall they're like really adorable. All right, I guess the orange we're going to be done with. This could be the first brush I'm actually setting down, maybe. Oh, his little snout there is kind of ugly. I don't think that's supposed to be like right there. Add a little weight. Oh, it is spring there? Nice. We aren't there yet. Our neighbor still has like a significant amount of snow in her backyard, which we were laughing about this morning. We're like, oh my gosh, really? Ew. And it's not our yard, so it doesn't really matter. But boy, you can look out that window and see snow in the backyard next door to you, and like filled with snow still. Like, come on, man. Oh, I like that color. I just found a color that I really like. Once you do that, then there's no going back. It's kind of what I was looking for this whole time. I tried a new blue. I like it. So let's add a little medium to it. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Maybe a little of that blue. I don't know. Let's see. Could be too bright. I'm just trying to give like a little bit of feather texture, you know? Like lightly. Maybe like brighten this part up a little bit. There we go. That's better. I don't mind that. That's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, I've got like a different kind of blue mixed up back here. Pronounced corgi. Okay. Got it. Thank you. Are they good-natured dogs generally? I would assume that you're going to say yes, of course, because it's your dog. But do you find that they're pretty good-natured dogs? Like, what are they well known for? Like, I feel like certain dogs are known for like certain things. So, what do you feel like a corgi is known for? I had to look at the screen so I would remember how to say it. And I always thought that they were kind of funny because they have like their little like perpetually broken paw. Sometimes I feel like with this oil painting, by the way, back to the oil painting, sometimes I literally feel like it benefits from just putting as much crap on it as possible. I swear. The more paint it gets on it, the better it is. But it's funny because I don't want to spend 25 years making the painting. I like want it to be done in a short time. I have a little infiltration here. There we go. Some purple got where it was not wanted. I don't know. I think that's that. The other thing I could do is probably add some more brown into that space there. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe get a little bit of this blue in there. For being like small dogs looking like potatoes or bread loaves. Okay, so you're saying it's corgi, like a hard G or a soft G, like G is said, like the letter G, or ghee, like what? Ghee, the butter thing. GHEE is like ghee, right? Sorry, it's hard for me to know when you say GEE. If that's corgi, ghee. Okay, sorry, my bad. I didn't say I was smart. My husband is probably cringing as I say it wrong downstairs because, doesn't want me to feel bad, but I don't. I can't know everything. It's okay. I'm finding that I even like this bluish greenish color, like kind of blended into here. So I think that's maybe where these guys can have a little help. Yeah, a little bit of this for back here for the win. Maybe a little bit of medium as well. I really like this blue I found. It's like this like bright pale blue. And you know what? Even though y'all taught me how to say it, I'll probably still say it wrong the next time. All right, I want to rinse this and set it aside because I think we're going to be done with the orange, honestly. But now what I want to grab is, let me sit back for a second and see what I got going on. Okay. Oh yeah, like right in there, that little spot. So back with my purpley color, which I made. Wow, am I already running out of this paint? Oh, there it is. Now my palette is so messy, it's hard for me to remember which pieces, which colors, or which spots, we'll say spots, which spots are dry and which spots are wet at this point, because I keep adding to it and it keeps drying on me. I thought the whole thing of oil paints was that they stayed wet for a long time, but these kind of like dry overnight practically, it seems like. So I don't know. Oops, I grabbed way too much blue. Ah, my bad. All right, that's okay. Add more purple. Yeah, see, so when I go to pick it up, I'm like dabbing the wrong pile because I can't tell which one is the one I was using. I forgot. All right, see, I keep adding too much red, too much blue, too much red, too much blue. Oh my word, I'm ridiculous. I think that's good right there. Maybe a tiny bit more blue. Oh, absolutely. I had another device sitting here. I would do that right now. I'm going to have my husband search it and bring it up. And if I tell him, hey, while we're chatting here, he'll definitely come upstairs and show me what it looks like. Oh, I just got a really nice dark color mixed up without really meaning to. I was trying to do something else, but we're going to take it for its beautiful, rich values. Not that I want to like destroy my feathers there, because that will look terrible too. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I don't want them to disappear in the field, in the value. But I wanted to add a little value to that, and like to here, right here. This is a nice color. You're gonna name him Benji. I love that. What a perfect dog name. I love that. I would totally pick that for a dog name. When do you get to get him? When do you get to have your next one come into to live with you? Or do you have to wait like a while? Because sometimes I know when you adopt, you have to like wait till they're a certain number of weeks old or whatever. How are we looking down there?
Plugging along, it's infuriating. They're literally, it's just every box is full of like one of everything. So there's like 100 boxes of one of everything. But you've seen these dogs before, you'll recognize.
Oh, look at him! He's stout.
Like a little loaf of bread, like she said.
Yeah, like a little loaf of bread. That is cute.
Very smart.
Says it's intelligent.
Dog, so,
says he's an intelligent little dog. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I would, if I had to have a dog, or if it came to us having a dog, I definitely would be like, which dog is smart? I don't want a stupid dog. Because I've had a Great Dane in the past, and if you're a Great Dane lover, I apologize in advance, but I thought that was the dumbest dog in the world. That dog used to piss me off so bad. I couldn't stand him because he was stupid. But Oki was not stupid. I had a Australian Shepherd, and he was not stupid. But Lilo was the Great Dane's name, and he was absolutely the dumbest thing that ever walked the earth. He would literally sit outside the kitchen sometimes and just sit there and just be like, and like he drove us all crazy. He really did. He drove everybody crazy. And so like Joe's mom the person I was with at the time, his mom would call the dog dumbass. And so like my ex had a 3-year-old daughter, and then she started calling the dog dumbass. And she thought that was its name because we didn't really ever call him Lilo. We just called him that. And so then she started calling him that. And then her mom wasn't really happy because we were calling the dog. So yeah. Probably not funny to do in front of a child. You know, back when I was in my 30s and I was foolish. I don't know if I would do that now. I don't know if I would consider that quite as comical these days. All right, I thought I had another green here somewhere. That's what keeps happening to me is I keep losing my color. I'm just going to grab this green. There we go. Yeah, I keep losing my colors, which is kind of annoying me to no end. Somebody said, this duck looks very anthropomorphic. And I was like, you're not wrong. I don't know what I'm doing. I didn't say I did. Don't come here if you're looking for tutorials on how to paint a duck, because I don't got it for you. I'm learning how to paint the duck myself. And yeah, I probably will just stick with watercolors for my lifetime. But while I have him on the easel, we're going to try to finish him. He deserves it. He's stuck it out this long, this poor duck. Like, he deserves a little bit of respect and finality, you know? I could just leave him and never touch him again. And sometimes I feel like doing that, but I'm not going to do that to him. Oh, I know. That would be really cool if you could send me a picture. I don't know how to do that on the live stream, but like I said, I don't even know much about the live streams. I'm still figuring all of those things out. I really do think this is coming along well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get up real quick. I'm not going to go anywhere far, but I'm going to go just look at it on my own side so that I can see it, like in a sort of, what do I want to say, like an unbiased way, you know, in a subjective, no, objective. There we go. I can't talk. I want to look objectively at the painting through the lens of my phone. Amazingly, William, I only have 3 brushes going technically today so far, which is insane and unheard of. So maybe I'm adapting to the brush situation a little better. But let's take a look at it. Oh, wow. That does kind of look like light coming through. So I do approve of that. Sorry, I'm going to crunch for a second. What I want to do is like save some of these areas though. So I want to preserve a couple of these areas and have like the shadow sort of give way, if that makes any sense, to the value underneath, or to the what's underneath there, sort of subtly. Yeah, there was like a few like little brighter highlights underneath here, and I just don't want to lose them. And I think it will help the whatever this is, this light that's getting cast in front of him. I think it will make it look a little more, like have a little more depth. Hey, Mary. I'm sorry if it looks very fuzzy on your end, Mary, because I think we're having connection issues. But some people aren't having that issue and some people are. So we're just going with it. And we were just wanting to wrap up Mary the Mallard today. I was really hoping that I could just maybe finalize it, sign it, you know, get its picture taken for the big website unveiling, which is coming. I'm down working in the basement and said, no, go live stream for a while I clean out the trophy stash. we have a stash of trophies, legitimately, which is not, I know, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to us either, but it's the reality of the situation, so. Maybe I'll explain it sometime. How we have a basement full of trophies and wooden plaques. William would have been happy to not have that enter our existence, but he's also quite happy to try to dig us out of it. So that's more my fault than his. I do like how this is coming across the bottom. Oh, you made it back, Isabella. Awesome. We're glad to have you back. I'm just trying to look at how I like these areas through the lens of the phone so that I can sort of, it helps me to have a better idea looking through something that looks like, I don't know, that gives me a different person's perspective. It's always good to step back from your artwork, essentially, and try to look at it almost like as an observer. So the way I generally do that is I like to step back from it like several feet, or a hack is to look at it like through the lens of your phone. So normally I'm looking at the iPad, but it's so fuzzy today. Yes, he can be amazing at organizing, actually. He's super helpful for me in my areas. I don't have a big studio. My studio is 13 by 13 feet, which is so tiny for all of the mediums I do and the size artwork I do. Some of my artwork is 4 foot by 4 foot. So even that's just crazy. But we like mapped out how I would have all the stuff in here that I have to make it like the maximum effectiveness. And it's actually really, you wouldn't, it's small, but at the same time, it's not like it makes it impossible to work because of the way we have it set up. So we did the same thing up in the fiber art studio, same thing. So what have you been up to this weekend, Mary? Anything good? We were up to cleaning the church. Oh, and we have friends that we sometimes play music with on Monday. And so we had such a nice time last Monday. We had not got together for music since before Christmas. We had such a good time with them that we're going to get together tomorrow night. So, and we do like pizza and, whoops, that's not really the color I wanted. Wrong brush. That's all right. And music. She might like write some music together sometimes, which is fun. She wants me to start doing like videos for us. And I'm like, oh, no, I don't know. I don't know about that. I already feel so self-conscious to do this. And I'm not really a musician. So like, that's not my forte is the music world. That is her like pulling me out of my comfort zone, which is not bad. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm looking for some white that is available and not dry. Do we have any left? Oh, we do, right there. All right, there we go. I'm not even sure that's correct, but we're gonna try it. Oh, you made a pot roast. Oh, you watched the John Wick series. I love Family Time. I have never watched that series. Is it good? Did you like it? Would you recommend it? Did you watch it because you'd already watched it and you're like, no, we need to watch this? Or had you never seen it and they were like, no, you need to watch this? I'm all for pot roast. I've had like I've not felt that great today. And so all I've had today is a pot of tea and Parmesan crisp and some grapes. So unfortunately, my appetite hasn't really been great today. William is like patiently waiting to eat something, I was like, just do it. Just go eat. Cause like, I don't know. I don't know when I'm going to be feeling it. I don't know. Add like a little bit of white into here. No, I don't know if I like that. I do like how you can kind of erase with this in this kind of painting, which you can't really do in other paintings. I don't know. That could be. We could be getting there. We could be getting awfully close with this thing. A little bit of white here. I'm scared to add the white. It kind of like makes it such a drastic difference. A little bit is supposed to be there for like a highlight, kind of. It's a small detail, I guess. It kind of bothered me though when the person said like, that duck looks anthropomorphic. I'm like, well, can I do something about it? I don't know if I can, but oh, intense choreography and training. Oh, it's Keanu Reeves? Oh, I love Keanu Reeves. How come we've never watched this, William? What is up with that? What's the deal with us not watching this? That's a great color right there, by the way. Oh my gosh. Where has this color been the whole time of this painting? I'm just curious to know. Oh, that's great, Isabel. I'm glad to hear it. So the first Keanu Reeves movie, actually, that I feel like I remember ever seeing was way back in the 80s called Babes in Toyland. It was like a Christmas movie, and it had, I think, Drew Barrymore in it. And he was like 16 years old. And that was the first time I saw him. I've been a fan of him actually since that movie. But that was the first time I had ever actually seen him. I was babysitting some kids, and they had like, they would watch it. They had the movie for some reason, which was cool. Trying to add a little bit more painterly like brushwork to this, maybe for the final cut. Maybe, I don't know. It's a thought. Yeah, I really like this like light tealish blue color that I found, which I didn't see earlier, so figured might as well use it. Whoops, I got it a little green. It's weird. I can hear the volume in the background from his phone. It's so funny. This is supposed to like come up here and come up and be like right there too, and it's not. I do like how you can add just like a very subtle amount of a color. That's kind of cool. Watercolors, it's kind of a crapshoot. It might be subtle, it might not. Like, I feel like I'm in control until I'm not. Like Tabitha said today, like, I don't have to go to the bathroom until I gotta go. And then I gotta go. All right. This is just me trying to add a little bit, like, this just seemed flat to me up here. I don't know. I didn't like it. So I wanted to add a little bit more oomph or something to the back area. Wasn't super in love with it. Just seemed flat and a little dead. And then here, it's supposed to kind of come up and do the same. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, thank you so much, Isabella. I really appreciate you coming and hanging out. And I'm sorry you got to go, but I hope to catch you in the next live stream. I don't want to promise and say I do them every day, but I try to do them regularly. And I do try to do them at least I do try to do them during the week. Sometimes we get busy on the weekend. But busy today looks like finishing up Mr. Duck. Today we're in it to win it. I'm telling you, William, this is it. I don't have him up here. He can do my husband can do the Michael McD better than I can. I cannot. Yes, and he'll probably give us he would probably serenade us if I asked him to. But that's kind of where I'm at for this duck today. We're trying to have a Mike McD moment. I just need some more white because the white I have on the palette is definitely dried up and nasty. Okay. The picture looks a lot. Whoa, I'm sticking to the paint of the paint of tube. I'm sticking to the paint of tube. I'm sticking to the tube of paint. The picture on the iPad is not perfect, but it does look better. I'm just a little sad because this is the first time that I've done a live stream sitting up with the phone, the camera on the back side of the phone, and I do feel like it's trying to test my patience. So. Yes, this is the theme song for today. Sorry, I'm shaking the camera by trying to mix up some paint. Sorry. My bad.
Alright, I unplug a lot. This is gonna take a while here, just because of how mixed up everything is. But I'm pushing.
Yeah. So, what are you just trying to do? Is like sort basically for starters?
I'm sorting right now, just trying to get life. We have like 50 boxes of stuff that's literally like on a box was mostly soccer, and then just has one of everything else in it.
So I'm just throwing this out there. Like, I can paint for a little bit, and then I can come down and help you out some.
You do what you do. I'm doing fine on it. It's just now that I know what I'm up against, I'm doing fine with it. It's just what I'm up against.
All right.
It's just knowing that this is the deal.
That was a chunk of paint right there. I didn't want.
It's just knowing these guys are savages when I boxed it all up.
They were savages. Yeah. Well, I do appreciate you doing it. It's not a fun thing that you're tackling.
Oh, it's all good. So as long as I realize this is what I've gotten myself into, then it's all fine.
Mm-hmm.
Just let me know when we want to work on some crack slaw.
Oh, whenever you're ready.
I know you really didn't eat today.
I know. My appetite has been kind of crap today, but we could. Yeah, my crap tight. But it's possible you could wet my whistle with something good, and I could change my mind about that. So.
All right, well, I can cook up some crack slaw, and then you can tell me how to make the rice. I know it's like.
Oh, my rice recipe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rice is the easiest thing in the world to make, okay? You take 2 cups of water, you turn it on high, you bring it to a boil. While it's boiling, you make sure, before it's boiling, make sure you have a lid that fits your pot perfectly. Not partially, perfectly. Perfectly, yep. And then, once it comes to a boil, while it's boiling, you go grab yourself 1 cup of rice. Perfect.
Water to 1 cup of rice.
Yep. And then you, when it comes to a boil, you dump the cup of rice in and turn it down to the lowest setting on your stove, as low as you can get it, practically without turning it off. You set your timer for 20 minutes, and you put that lid on, and you don't touch it. And Yeah, at the end of 20 minutes, it should be perfect. That's rice. It's not hard. It's not rocket science. This is easy peasy stuff to do.
All right, let me, it's a good time for me to do that then. This is 5 o'clock.
Okay.
So by the time I get done with 20-minute rice, it'll be 6 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. Right. So.
Right.
That's the rice recipe. That I don't know why it's hard, and I don't know why people need special rice pots and special whatever. I mean, sometimes I think like, should I make a rice tutorial? Sometimes, I'm just letting some of these colors like maybe sit on top and just hang out and be present and like introduce some variety into the big kind of, I don't know, like swatches of color that seem kind of flat to me. And like, I don't know. I can't really go right off the picture for this because it doesn't really give me anything to work with. So I'm just trying to go by instinct at this point and not really look too much at the picture. So, but what I have to do if I do that is I have to be able to look at it in the phone. So I'm going to try to do that without banging my tripod is like literally set right up against my easel table. So unfortunately I keep banging it. Plus I want to see for how long I've been sitting here because my back starts to hurt. Oh, we've only been here for 82 minutes? That's nothing. All right, well, now that I'm looking at it, so what I do dig about it is I dig kind of does look like a reflection of him in the water. I do really like how the feathers look, especially the blue ones and these here. I like how these have proceeded, and those were like really stumping me for the longest time. I do like his chest and his side, whatever you call these, wings, feathers. I don't know. I'm not a duck. I'm not a duck biologist, Jim. I'm just a painter. So. Yeah, so I'm not sure. I think I should have gone darker with the tones underneath here, but I didn't. So whatever. Yeah, I've it's going to be very, very in the very close future here that I'm going to say, well, I think I've got, what I can really get on him and have it make, sense without killing it, without overworking it. But it does seem to be like the more color that you add, the more like really cool effects that happen. So it gets a little bit tempting to keep just adding more and more and more to it. Like I really like how I got some super rich darks here. I learned a little bit about mixing up purples today, which is awesome. So I definitely learned stuff, but like I'm getting a little tired just because it's so intense to try to learn the process to do this. But we may have to take a card break and I may have to do the watercolor for the rest of the evening just so I can take a breather. This is intense, William. You're a slave driver. No, he's not making me sit here and paint. He's not. If you think that, that's not true. If I said, let's go take a drive today, he would have been like, okay, let's go. Where do you want to go?
Right.
Yeah, totally. So that's never a problem. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate that. I think they're finally starting to. I don't know. Just been trying to throw colors on it. And see if it helps. And it has been, so I just kept doing it. It seemed to be doing something, doing the trick. Also, like not looking at the reference photo anymore. Super helpful. I think some of the problem has been over reliance on the reference photo. So today I thought, hey, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to work on this thing. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to become obsessed with the reference photo. We're gonna actually do like a little bit of personal sort of interpretation here, and I'm digging it. I'm here for it. Yeah, the feathers are really coming together better now that I've got some more values added into them. I'm not a feather painter though. Like that's the other thing is I'm not like I don't paint birds, you know. I don't know anything about them. So it's kind of cool to paint something that like I haven't really ever painted before and to see, you know, just can I do that and what does it look like and challenge myself with just something different, you know. I don't have to. There's no like prerequisite to my world that says, "Oh, you have to figure out how to paint this, that or this." You don't. I don't have to. It's just fun sometimes. I remember my dad, he used to really, really like doing like car models when I was a kid. He was sometimes like just have like one of them set up on like, you know, one end of like the kitchen table and he, or his desk or something. And he might be working on it like intermittently, you know, here and there. And, you know, every once in a while, like, or for Christmas or whatever, my mom would get him another one. And it was just like fun for him to like, see if he could put the thing together, you know? And I think much in the same way, like for me, a painting is like, oh, well, can I do that? That's interesting. You know, am I able to pull that off? Or how would mine look? Not even if it's a pulling off thing. It's not even that. It's more like, what does my version of that look like? Does that make sense? I don't have like anything like what does my version look like? It still says Jenny Lee, Lock 5 Studio or whatever, but also still kind of represents the subject matter, you know? So that's coming along pretty good at that over there. I don't know what you think about. Oh yeah, exactly. I got to be able to hang it up on my freaking wall and not hate it. And that's the thing. So, and I also just need to make it, like you said, make it my own. Like I learned things from it and clearly I did because I didn't even know how to do this before. So clearly I learned from it. But I also like learned something today, pretty valuable. Like I have my own way of doing things and that's not wrong. So it's okay to bring in a little bit of me into this educative space. So if I don't allow myself to bring a little bit of myself into the space, then I end up like being unhappy, if that makes any sense. So anyways, yeah, this is a rapid turnaround on this thing today, William. I've only been going at it for about 90 minutes. And I'm actually shocked with how much more and painterliness it has. That's just fun. And I'm grateful for it. And grateful for the people like yourselves that have come and helped me to like get over my fear of sitting here and doing it because I'm terrified. Don't ask me why. I do love this purple. It's really been a handy addition to this painting. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, Duck. We might be friends after all. Oh yeah. If your screen looks really pixelated, Mary, and anybody else who's here, I'm so sorry. Some people have said it's not good, and other people have said it is good. So I'm just kind of going with that. We haven't ended the live stream because I hated to quit on anybody while they were able to see what we were doing. So I didn't want to do that. Sounds like you're eating whipped cream.
What?
You are eating whipped cream. Okay. Wow. Right in front of my face, too.
It's the peppermint whipped cream.
I see. I see how it is.
You want a shot?
He's sneaking whipped cream off camera, but I can hear. See, you're making me mess up now too. You just ruined my mojo because I hear in the background, you know, and I'm like, whoa, what is that?
Can I offer you some?
No, that's okay. I'm kidding. I'm just joking. Like, what is that I hear? What's going on? All right, I gotta stand up for a minute. My sciatica's getting annoyed with me. I'm old. I got the old sciatica thing going on. I used to hear my mom talking about her sciatica. I'm like, sciatica? What are you talking about? Sciatica. Oh no, the sciatica though. Gonna add a little bit more of these brighter blue highlights to these front feathers, I think, because I like them and I think it works. Besides, he's got blue everywhere else, so I'm gonna go with it. It's not exactly the reference photo, but I don't care anymore at this point. Tired of the reference photo being my approval for myself. Like now I'm like, you know, I don't want to be married to the reference photo, so. I'll say though, feathers hard. Feathers hard. Feathers are hard. I really applaud artists for oil painters for doing the feather thing and doing it so freaking well. Oh yeah, listen, he has pie out there too at some point, so you know if you're in our live stream, then there's gonna be snacks all over the place. This is a snacking place to be. So he's just warming us up. I'm gonna add like some value along here too, I think. We're making crack slaw for dinner. You made the pot roast. We're doing what we call crack slaw, which is like cabbage and like carrots and onions and stuff, hoisin sauce or whatever you got that you like in your food like that, and then Asian, you know, type inspired ingredients like ginger, stuff like that, and we just make it over and eat it over rice, but it's really good. We like that a lot. That's what we're having momentarily here. All right. It is pretty good. It is pretty good. William makes a request for it regularly, so I know he likes it. Anytime we have cabbage, it's a good one to make because cabbage is like one of those things that, you know, you buy it and you get like 5 pounds for like 25 cents. So it's good to like figure out more than just one or two things to make with it. So I usually end up making several things with it. One of them is the coleslaw that I make, and then like stuffed cabbage or rolled cabbage rolls or whatever.
Going as is.
Let's hang on 1 second, please.
This would be the water chestnuts.
Yeah.
Drained.
Yeah, you could chop them roughly.
Oh, okay.
A rough chop you could do.
Okay.
A rough chop. All right, now what I want to do is I want to be able, in these feathers, especially in the front ones, I'm looking to kind of go real like exaggerated bright. So I want to grab my white and kind of go over board, not, it's kind of a scary way to think of it. Not overboard, but add some highlights to them. I want to go crazy, but at the same time, I want it to be, you know, there we go, like that. Maybe just a little bit. I don't know. I'm getting too hungry to think straight. Lie. Just saying. He knows if I'm gonna paint, he has to feed me. So I'm feeling like there's lack of motivation here. I'm not getting fed.
Working on it, honey.
I'm only willing to paint if you're willing to feed me.
We'll paint for food.
Yeah, kind of. That brighter color isn't bad. It looks a little bit more feathery. Maybe some up here too, I guess. Now that we have this big bright color. And oh, I have that area that like got overpainted. I need to remember that. Well, I'm up to 4 brushes, which is still less than what I normally have going. Well, he made me the most exaggeratedly painted duck that ever walked the face of the earth, but like, he's my duck, so it's fine. He's my duck, so it's fine. Yeah, we're going to erase that little bit right there because that doesn't need to be up that high. That wasn't meant to be. Yeah, he's like getting very painterly up there. So that's cool. Oh yeah, please do. That's cool. Yeah. I love crack slaw too, Mary, because specifically you can like throw anything into it. So that's my favorite thing about it is it's really friendly to whatever you happen to have on hand, I feel like. So he just came out and was like, hey, can we throw some of these in here? And he brought out some peas that we had, some frozen peas from the other night. And yeah, you like throw them in there if you got them, you know, whatever you got. It's like one of those kitchen sink recipes. You throw in like whatever you got. I bet it did give it a nice pop of color. You know, I always think about like kings and stuff when they would get bored, they would like paint and make art. And I think to myself, like, really? That's what you would choose to do? Why? It would not be my first choice. I think that's the better color right there. That yellowier color. Like, who in their right mind would choose to like be an artist is beyond me. How many times how often do I apologize for being an artist?
Every day.
Like, I'm so sorry. And he's like, why? I love that you're an artist. I'm like, but I don't. I'm not sure if I'm going to love how this turned out, but I thought I'm going to try it. And then I can always erase it, you know, because I can just use the medium and erase it if I want to. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. That's why I'm trying it, because I can erase it. Interesting. It's these green feathers from the very beginning that have always caused me consternation. These have been my annoying sort of like pitfall the whole time. I don't know what it is about them. They have just bugged me from day one. But I want to be done with it, so it doesn't matter. We're doing this. We're doing it, and we're doing it. So we're doing it. I'm not sure I love that, so we're gonna maybe reevaluate. To be fair, people trying to overthrow them, it can be very calming. I'm trying to understand what we were talking about that, so I understand. What does that mean? Tell me what I'm missing, William. Did you miss something? I did. Oh, the kings. That's right. All right, I'm not sure I love this, so I'm not sure. I'm going to take up some of it and see what happens. Sometimes I use like the towel or the rag. Wow, this brush is kind of wonky. Did you hear that Jumpin' Jacks is open, William? Apparently he didn't hear anything, including what I just said. But this place around near us that makes like these, they're kind of like world famous. I don't know if they're world famous, but they're like well known for their burgers that have like coleslaw on them. Jumpin' Jacks. They're open. They opened. They finally opened. That's an old school place. How long do you think they've been in business for? Since the 50s. Yeah, they're old school. But when a place has been around since the 50s, it's got to be for a good reason, you know? Generally speaking. I can't see what I'm doing. Sorry, I got to get my face in there. This brush is not really ideal for this. All right, I got to get a different one. That's too big. Keep it at orange or yellow. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm going to look at it in my phone again, just because. First of all, I just want to get an idea of my live stream time so I don't kill myself. Okay. Really, I mean, I'm so ready to be done with this painting anyways at this point, so kind of whatever it is, I'm almost like okay with, if that makes any sense, because, you know, I'm just ready for it to be done, but I want to make sure I get these areas dark enough. Oh geez, what does that mean? When you say oh geez, I'm nervous. What are you oh geezing about? See, he can hear me talking, but he's not answering, so now it's like nerve-wracking. Oh, that's like a little too heavy-handed. All right. I was like, oh, that just needs to be a little darker. No, it just didn't actually, I guess, apparently. That wasn't quite right, so. I got distracted by William. Don't know what he's doing. I'm trying to make us dinner, I guess. What is it about this little spot that's like causing me consternation? I don't know. Is it too dark? Is it too light? It's too dark. Okay, got it. We can do something with that. Like William likes to say, I can work with that. Oh, I never plugged in the iPad. Whoops. I said I was gonna, and then I never did. I have a cord here. I just didn't do it. So let me grab the cord. Make sure that my phone is still recording. It is. And the iPad is still iPadding. Oh, I'm good with your suggestions, Mary, because honestly, you are super, super helpful. I love your perspective. You can look at it kind of like with like a more unbiased eye. You don't have anything vested in it, which is good because you're not like taking whatever you're doing personally, whatever I'm doing personally. You're able to just look at it objectively, like, well, I think that would look better if you did that, or not as good as you did, So I'm gonna try to lift some of this out, a little bit of it. I might be ready for a game of cards here in a few minutes, though. It's been a couple hours, so since we been on, so I could maybe go for a game of cards. Just saying. What's a friendly game of cards between friends? They say. Maybe lift up a little bit of that, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, I can't say I'm in love with this over here, but take a dinner break and then reevaluate, Oh, you're playing with your siblings? Oh, that's cool. Very cool. That is very nice of you. One of my siblings lives in Florida, and one of them lives, I don't know, about 40 minutes from here. So I don't see them very often, but on occasion. I smell crackly crackles, crackling. I smell good smells coming from the kitchen. Always have good smells coming from the kitchen, though. All right, so Mary says try maybe some yellow, and I'm going to go with it. We're going to give this a shot. Because at this point, we've tried nearly everything else. I'm going to squash the yellow out of the pile here. I'm still not exactly loving it, so I think what I should have done with these is make them really dark to begin with, and then add in the brighter brights, and I didn't because I didn't know what I was doing. It's all new. I'm new here. Maybe not like an obnoxious yellow, but definitely a yellow. Maybe have a tiny bit of green in it just because they're feathery, Maybe a tiny bit. And I've got some white here, so like a whitish yellow-green. I don't know. We're going to try it, see what happens. If it's wrong, we'll just erase it. Not sure. It could be a little too bright. I don't know. 16 is an awesome age to be, for sure. Oh, thank you. You're 16? That's awesome. My earrings. So I made my earrings. They're crocheted earrings. I love crocheted earrings because they are so light. You would think that they would be really heavy, but they're actually not heavy at all. So I like them because I can wear them all day and forget that I even have earrings on. And I've never had that. I get like really bad migraines, even from just wearing earrings. And so when I discovered crocheted earrings, I was like ecstatic because for the first time in my life, I could really get away with wearing earrings and not be in pain by the end of the day. Because kind of no matter what, I would get a migraine from just wearing earrings, which was so disappointing. All right, Mary, we got some of the yellow on there. I think you're not wrong about it. It's definitely popping. Maybe I had too much white added and I needed more yellow. Could be. Smells good in there. Yeah, I think I might too. I like it better than the tortellini, whatever they had today, because that was not good to me. Tortellini, spinach, Italian sausage, all the things I enjoy most. I bet this yellow could even be on some of these just for an extra pop of color. I remember when I was 16 that I was like, I remember like walking to school because I had to walk to school back in the day. And I would think to myself, like, man, I could be 16 forever. This is like the perfect, you're not a kid anymore, really, but you're still like, you're not really alone in the world. Generally speaking, most people have access to at least somewhat at that point still. And I remember thinking, man, I could be 16 forever. Now, I emancipated myself from my parents when I was 17, so maybe I did stay 16 forever. For all we know, that could have just been how I embraced it. I was already kind of taking care of myself at that point, so, which my husband likes to laugh about. Not bad, not bad. A little bit of yellow here and there. Still working out these areas. This has been the worst part of the whole painting, and these were hard. This whole area here was not easy to do, but these few stupid feathers in the middle have like been so annoying from day one. So annoying. I try, and then I'll like walk away from it, and I'm like, okay, I'm done with you right now. I'm not doing this anymore, And then I try to walk away from it, and then I'm just like, I got to get back into it, and just as annoying as it was, the last time I sat down at it. Did you guys know there's an extra raisin brand? I'm not a big fan of black raisins, not gonna lie. I really prefer the golden raisins. But my husband and I do like raisin bran, but I do prefer golden raisins. So sometimes what I'll do is I will buy my own bran flakes and make my own raisin bran. And I'll get sometimes I will get like dried blueberries or other types of, dried fruit and make whatever fruit bran you want to make, I do like dried blueberries in cereal. It's very good. Oh man, that's smelling hungry lady right now. Oh, that's funny. I actually really like bran flakes, not gonna lie. And once I realized, oh, like I can just, mix up whatever my preferences for cereal, then I couldn't. It was hard to go back because I don't love the black raisins. So, All right, I'm gonna take a peek in the camera again. This little spot here is bugging me, and of course, there's always something. There's always a spot that's annoying me. It's always freaking something. All right, bear with me here. I'm gonna do something about it. Add a little bit of blue into it so that it doesn't look so flat. Sometimes it's better just let some paint hit the space and be like, nope, we're going with that bright pop of color. It adds so much to the painting, and it makes it like much more organic. So I like to do that sometimes. It's just like let the paint kind of like speak for me instead of me trying to push it to do what I want it to do, because it's got its own thing going on, and I barely can make it do what I want it to do anyway. So how's that working out in there, William? Oh man, it smells amazing. Are you doing like a fried rice or white? You're just doing the crack slaw. All right. Yeah, I'm okay with the rice being white, but if you need me to look at it or you need help with it, just let me know. Oh yes, we will. Oh yeah, the gold raisins. I'm telling you, Isabella, the gold raisins are the bomb. Oh man, I didn't really think I liked raisins until I had gold raisins, and then I was like, what? I'm like, where have you been my whole life? Or even craisins are good in like raisin bran or whatever, craisins. But they make dried cherries. Dried cherries are probably my favorite in like bran flakes. Dried cherries. Oh man, they're the best. Add some throw in some chopped up pecans and some dried cherries. Oh man, that is so good. And if they sold it in the store, it'd be like $7 a box. So I just make it myself. All right, I just want to look at my directional lines up there. My iPad just took a nosedive. That's funny. Excuse me, sorry. Don't mean to cough in your ears. Oh, you don't like the golden ones? Interesting. Okay, well, everybody is different. That is true. That is true. If I'm choosing what I'm eating, it's going to be like dried cherries, because that's probably my favorite dried fruit is a dried cherry. I don't know why, but I just think they're so good. I really do. I think they're so good. And like I will take a dried cherry all day, any day. I want to put some of this purple in the back too, because I've got it all over in the front, and I just want it to be like a repeated element a little bit. So I'm trying to add it here and there. Like again, the lesson plan was to like separate your darks or your warms from your cools from your whatever. But now we're going to finish up the painting, Jenny style, and be happy with what it looks like and not be stressing, because I don't approve of the painting. So we're doing it my way now. We did it your way, lady. Now we're doing it my way. Yeah, perfect. I like it, so like whatever, she's not going to be here to judge me. If you see this, say your favorite color. Orange. Orange is my favorite color. If you look here, you'll see right here, this is the wall color is like orange. It's called jalapeno, which is kind of weird because that would be green, but anyways, I think it's like for the spicy factor. But you'll see like my iPad cover is orange, and I have like a big tea carafe that I use not every day but most days, and that is orange. I've had orange phone cases. The one I have right now isn't orange, but I've had orange phone cases. I have like an orange clutch that I made that I like to carry my cell phone in. I've had my husband knows like orange is my favorite color. It is my jam. I love it. It's such a great pop in color. It's got warmth. It's got life. I don't know. It's just there's something so alive about it. I really really like color orange, which is weird. I know, but I like it. So kind of a little bit of this dark purple into some of this blue here. And I'm using like some of the medium to help it to move around on the canvas. I'm really digging these purple lines and marks in here. So we're gonna go with it. Because when you find something that works, go with it. Don't question it, just go with it. Yeah, my husband discovered like working out can really help me in a panic attack. So but it's not like something I really feel like doing in a panic attack. But man, once he realized it can really be helpful, he's like, hey, you want to do a workout? And I'm like, no. And he's like, come on now. Because like in his mind, if it works, go with it. Oh, you like blue? I do too. I mean, honestly, as an artist, I used to say my favorite color is whatever color is working for me in the moment for the painting. And that's probably still stands true.
I need
Oh,
you to do a sample.
a sample taste test. Okay, hang on. I was in the middle of trying to blend a little bit here.
See how my rice making skills worked out.
Yeah, I'm curious.
It's really just following your direction.
Right. I don't feel like rice is magic or rocket science, so I don't understand why people struggle with it. But
it was really easy. I did exactly what you said: 2 cups boil,
mm-hmm.
1 cup rice.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that was tricky was that initially it wanted to like foam up and go all over.
Well, right. So sometimes you have to like lift up the pan and like just for a second, and
That's
then
what I was doing, yeah.
And you can give it a shake, but I don't even stir it up. So okay, so we got the correct slot, which is cabbage, ground beef, carrots. Did we do celery?
Celery in it.
Onion. So there's some peas. Water chestnuts. Some ginger.
Yep, and I added garlic and onion sauteed up just to freshen it up a little.
That's so good.
That's what you're smelling.
Wow. It's delicious.
You like it?
I'll take more of that, please.
Okay. Sure.
I'll take more of that, please.
You're going to do a dedicated dinner or you're going to work and eat?
I don't really want to work and eat because I've already been going for like 2 hours and I do need to rest my back for a few minutes.
Okay.
And so I know I have lovely people hanging out and I don't want to abandon them, but if I don't rest, it's probably going to make me feel yucky. So I might ask for a little breather here.
All right.
He's a taskmaster, man. He would have me paint on a live stream nonstop if he could.
Oh no, I'm suggesting you take a break.
What I want to do though is I don't want to take a break until I feel like this is in a good breaking point, because either I'll be like, okay, you know what? We did enough. He's done. Or I'll be like, oh, I've eaten dinner and now I'm looking at a few things and the wings, that are bugging me. Maybe I can come back in and play with a little bit. There's just a few that are kind of pissing me off, honestly.
Yeah, the water chestnut help the texture out as well.
Oh yeah, I love that little pop of crunch that adds. That's great.
Yeah, it takes on the flavor of whatever you're cooking in it. So
yeah. Yeah, I agree.
It changes the flavor.
It looks great. Or it tastes great. Yeah, it looks great. My painting looks great. Oh, Mary is the epitome of youth, let me tell you. You wouldn't know that she is 59. I am 50 years old. My husband, who you can hear feeding me, is 55. So this is kind of like, kind of not like the youngest place probably to hang out, but
yeah.
But we have fun. I think we have fun most of the time, don't you think?
Oh, I think we have a great time. I'm 55 and feeling alive.
Oh, you are, though. And you would not know this guy's 55 to look at him. Nobody knows it. They're always shocked whenever people find out. I obviously look 50. I started looking.
And here, elevator story for you that ties into.
All right, elevator story. Elevator story.
I was at the Nathan Latara Hospital.
Thank you, Isabel. I appreciate that. I'm glad you think so.
I was at the hospital the other day. I got in the elevator with a lady. She had a little like I don't know, little princess tiara thing on.
Yeah.
And it said happy birthday. So I said, oh,
Happy birthday, right?
yeah, happy birthday to you. She's like, oh yeah, she's like, I'm the big one ever, and she was 50, and I'm like, man, look, you look like you're 70. I'm like, I didn't say that. I don't know, maybe
Oh
working at the
God.
hospital does that to you,
Right. Oh
but not
man,
close.
listen, I don't think I look any younger really than my age, but I appreciate
I
that.
do. I
You're
think
biased.
you look younger than your age, but she looked much, much older than her age.
Oh dear.
I'm sorry, lady over at Faithful Jar, but
Well, was she like, did she live there? Oh, she worked there?
She worked there, yeah.
Oh dear. You're like, do you live here or you work here? Oh, you work here. Okay.
Yes, I agree, Mary. Coolness has no age limit.
Exactly. That's so true. I've had a best friend who's an art buddy of mine for going on 20 years now. And she is 22 years older than me, I think now, or 20, at least 22 years older than me. But she's a cool lady, and so when we go visit her, we have a great time because like it's all like senior living down there, where we go visit and hang out with our friends. We're the youngest people there, and it's like they're like college students with money. Basically, it's like happy hour starts at 11 o'clock in the morning, and they got nothing better to do. So we love visiting there. We always feel like the babies when we go. All right.
We have other hobbies, Isabella.
Oh, other hobbies other than painting? Well, painting is sort of my job. My hobby is actually crocheting for the most part. I love fiber arts. And then my husband and I, we love to go kayaking and hiking, anything like outdoors. Now we're waiting on the springtime to happen up here, and it's not here yet. But as soon as it hits, we'll be like out on the lake and such because we love to be outside. And we will do like a lot of day trips. There's a lot of water where we live here in upstate New York. So a lot of times we're headed off to go visit some lake or something and go discover a new place to go hang out and stuff. So, yep, we like to do that. And then I play the piano. And so I do a little bit of music. Sometimes I go play with friends. And sometimes I'm playing at the church, and other times it's just me playing here. William kind of plays a little bit of djembe for me. He'll accompany me. He did on Friday night. In fact, William was there with me, which was awesome. All right. Just trying to get some of these directional lines to go how I want them to go. The group text?
We're
what?
So Friday night I accompanied you on the
Oh my word. So he really likes to make me look bad. He wants to look like he's battered and bruised. I'm just kidding.
No, that was not it at all. It was nothing to do with that.
So I have this like ladies thing I do with the church, and I was asked to play the keys for it. They don't always have music, but they did this month. And so I was like, sure. And so when I practiced with my friend who sings along with me, William was there with her husband, and they both play percussion. So they were hanging out. But then when we got there Friday, Mark wasn't there, but William was with me. And it was funny because they have dart night with the boys get together and they have dart night on Friday nights. And usually that's like, if it's a women's like meeting, then the guys will have dart night. And so they asked the group chat for all the guys for the dart night, who's in for the night. And William's like, oh, I can't make it. I have heart to heart, which is the ladies meeting.
So it's like, no, can't make it, cut the ladies meeting.
I'm like, come on, you're going to get me picked on terribly. Oh my word.
I was just trolling Jeremy.
Yeah. Oh, Mary, thank you. I appreciate that. Do you see how I added the shadow down here? Like the reflection of the duck in the water, and it looks kind of like, I don't know, lakey. Lakey. Yes, I'm starting to see a little bit more of like the ripple, I guess, the ripples in the water. So I don't know. It's coming along. I could probably take a breather though and have some dinner, but yeah, we have too many hobbies actually. People like to laugh at us and say, you guys are so busy all the time, and even when you're not busy, you get busy. And we're like, yeah, we are always on the go, always doing something. So when we're not doing that, when the weather gets nice, we are off, and we love to thrift and go yard sailing. Our home is this really interesting, huge house with this massive collection of all these like really unique, interesting finds, antiques, other people's throwaways, rejects. We repurpose all of it for the studio and all of it for the house. And people just love to come over and even just walk around and be like, it's like a museum in here. But, you know, if you give an artist a huge space to live in and then let them run amok with what they own, there's that could be dangerous, you know, and that's kind of us. It's a little dangerous to let us run amok and leave us to our own devices. I'm seeing the spot here and I just want to do something with it real fast. Liam likes to be silly though. He likes to troll people. He's a classic troll. Not a bad one. Not in a bad way, I would say. Whoops, I just made that brush is not a healthy enough brush to be doing what I was just doing.
Well, the one guy that we play with, he likes to bust chops, and I'm kind of the newer guy in the group, and he doesn't know what to make of me, and I just want
he doesn't
feel more at ease that he can just try busting my chops too, so I'll just give it right back to him, and that's what I'm looking to just.
Yeah, he's like, I would bust your chops if you were this other guy, and William's like, well, you can bust my chops even if I'm not that other guy. Like, I'm good.
I look forward to it because I don't get flustered with the chop busting like the other guy.
Yeah. William is really, really like so able to handle his own when it comes to that. Probably because your dad, right? Always busting on you. Right.
To the point now where like you try to say something, funny or embarrassing or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, kind of like you. You're just like, yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, that's me. Like the best way I have learned to deal with people like trying to bust on me is me going like, yeah, you're not wrong about that. And the person's like now what? Now what are you gonna do?
You don't even know where to go with it. It's
right.
Hilarious.
Right. They're just like, burn.
Right.
You're like, yeah, that's good on you, bud. Good on you. All right, we're gonna add a little bit dark to this.
I learned it from two places. I learned it from you, and I was telling you that you ever watch an 8 Mile movie with Eminem?
Oh yeah.
Like every time he went up for the rap battle, he would get shut down because they like during the rap battle they like kind of basically like talk trash on him, and
right.
It would shut him down or whatever. And then finally, like, you know, his triumphant comeback at the end where he, gets into his own, he basically gives it right back to him. He's like, yeah, like basically like, in his own way saying like, you're not wrong. I am white trash. I am this. I am.
And I'm good with it, right?
Yeah.
Right. I own it.
Right. He owns it, and it like.
Right. That's kind of what I'm like. You know, if people wanted to try and insult me in the studio, it's just not effective because I'm like, I already am the most self-conscious person. So all you're going to do is like, all you're doing is kind of validating how bad I feel about myself. So it's ineffective. All right. So now I've added a little bit of like more darker green to some of these areas just to get more.
I'll grab the cards and bring them down here.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh, they are here.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I did bring them down. Whew. All right. Let's take a peek in the phone and see what we're looking like. Oh, wow. An hour 34. Oh, he is a great sport, Mary. He is the best. Let me tell you. He takes care of me better than I would myself by a long shot. Well, he has brought me dinner and it is almost 6 o'clock. So I don't know if I'll come back for another live stream. We'll see how I feel. But what I am going to do is say thank you so much for being with me. If you've come and hung out during this live stream, I really appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed, I'd love to have you be a part of my journey. And I think that I'm going to go eat some dinner and play some cards with my hubby. So I will catch you in the next video, peeps.
All right. See you, Mary. See you, Isabella.
Have a great night.
By the way, now the live stream looks great on the...
Oh, that's hysterical. We'll be back in a little bit. All right. I just need to eat.
Yeah.